suffering is too much as we have nothing to eat, Nigerians cried out. The federal government first declared the first 2 weeks sit at home on the 31st of March 2020. After 2 weeks, President Buhari made another 2 weeks extension with the cases of coronavirus still rising. There is every possibility that the federal government might want to extend it again till there is a drop in the number of reported cases. How long is the lockdown going to last? We have been told to always wash our hands and also sanitize our hands regularly to prevent putting our likely infected hands into our mouth or nose. Things have not been the same since the government ordered the sit at home last 3 weeks, as most people are already complaining of no money because they have not been able to work due to the lockdown. Why can't the government just call off the lockdown while it enforces the use of face masks and hand gloves for all citizens? This is because since the government have already declared a lockdown and it is not possible for someone who is positive not to have shown any symptoms for 4 weeks, everybody should be allowed to resume their works and compelled to always use face mask and hand glove. If possible, everybody should be told to always put on a long sleeve when going to work or any other place. The suffering is too much as we are not able to go to work anymore. I think the government needs to consider this. Or is there any reason why this cannot be considered? Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. I think this person that wrote this article has said things, has made it clear to the government that they should call off this lockdown because a lot of Nigerians are really complaining, are starving as well because they have not been able to go to work ever since this lockdown. Since the government promised to send or give money and food to Nigerians, but they have refused to do that. So, and the Nigerians have not been going to work ever since they announced this lockdown. What would they eat and what would they feed on? No money, no food. Why won't they starve to death? Why won't they suffer? They are suffering a lot. There are some people that if they don't work for a day, they will not eat. And you are asking them to stay at home without giving them what will survive them during this lockdown. They gave 2 weeks lockdown as if that was not enough. They extended it to another. They gave it another 2 weeks. They extended it to another 2 weeks. That's a month. What do they expect? The poor people, what do they expect from them, or what do they expect them to eat? No food, no money to spend. If they really want this lockdown to continue, let them provide food and money to get things that will sustain them for this lockdown. Even if they are extending it, is none of anybody's business. They should provide things or money, food that will sustain them throughout this lockdown. Lockdown will not prevent someone that wants to be contacted with this virus not to be contacted, will not prevent someone to contact this virus. It's only God that can protect his children from contacting this virus. So federal government should call off this lockdown and mandate it on Nigerians that they should always wear their face masks and their gloves. If possible, they should put on long sleeve wherever they go out or go to work. All this should be mandated on Nigerians to prevent coronavirus from spreading all over the country. So if they can call off this lockdown, I think people will now go and will look for daily means to feed their families. But government should come to make it compulsory for all Nigerians to take precautions by covering their mouth or their face, wearing hand gloves, and covering their bodies as well. If they can do all this, then before you know it, the coronavirus cases will reduce. Locking down or locking them indoor won't prevent or will not stop this virus from going around, or will not stop Nigerians not to contact this virus. It's just God that saves and protects His children. So with all these precautions, covering of nose, covering of mouth and nose, putting on hand gloves, and putting on long sleeve would definitely prevent this coronavirus from spreading, not lockdown. Even during this lockdown, people are still going out. Even with this lockdown, people are still moving around. So contacting this virus is very, very slim. So that's why I said that lockdown must not be extended again. They have extended it twice now. They should not extend it again because of this poor Nigerians that are suffering, that are dying of hunger, that are complaining of hunger every blessed day. Buhari should also provide food and water and money, sorry to say, for these people, because they are complaining a lot. So viewers, what is your take on that? On this news that you just heard? Your comments is highly needed. Drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive updates whenever I publish new videos. And don't forget, share and like this news as well. Thank you.